Hey there, super friends. This is Joey with Last Point Gaming. Today is Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. Welcome back to Driving Rants. I know it's been a while, like 2 weeks, since I've done any recording. Well, since I've published anything. I've done a couple recordings and they just... they were subpar even for my usual low quality standards, so yeah. So... what are we going to talk about today? A lot's happened. First thing, so what's up with the professor lately? I hope the guy's okay, because, I don't know, lately I never accused the guy of being a WotC shill or whatever people used to say, but he used to be very friendly to WotC, and, mention flaws, but, try to stop from seeming too argumentative about it, too aggressive, but man, lately, I don't know. So I don't know if there's, some kind of issue. I don't know. It's weird, and I kind of miss when he used to be all happy and stuff. Let's see here. So, something's up with the professor lately, and I'm not sure what it is, but hope he gets better. We had GP Hartford last weekend, was modern. Ironworks Combo won, which is really surprising to me. Does that mean, Dredge is good again? Because I feel like Ironworks Combo can only win if there's not enough graveyard hate. But I don't know. I don't 100% understand how that deck works, so maybe you don't need the access to the graveyard as much as I think you do. Maybe it has a plan B that kind of works around that. Because I can't imagine graveyard hate's gotten less, what with Black Red Hollow One being all the rage right now. But yeah, Ironworks not only top 8'd, won the event. I was secretly hoping for Amulet Bloom, Amulet Titan. Sorry, it's no longer Amulet Bloom because we banned Summer Bloom. But that's mostly because I saw Matthias Hunt playing it at an event, and I think Matthias Hunt is awesome. So, yeah, I think the weekend before was an SCG Modern Open in Wisconsin. I'm trying to remember the name of the city, because it doesn't sound like it's in Wisconsin. It sounds more like it's in, Minneapolis, or Minnesota. Oh, I don't remember. Man, it has been a while, huh? Shit. What else I got? Oh, Todd Anderson is going to be doing some commentary spots coming up in the future opens. I'm pretty excited about that. One, he's paired with Cedric Phillips, which Cedric is amazing at what he does. He is the Marshall Sutcliffe of the SCG commentary team. I mean, I love Matthias. I like Ryan. I like Patrick. But Cedric is just really fantastic what he does, and no matter really who you pair him with, it's always good. But, I'm excited for Todd Anderson to do some commentary. One of the things about, pro players, I was actually thinking about it today, is you don't get to see a lot into who they are just watching them in tournaments and that kind of thing. Some of the players that stream, don't hit my car, that'll make me sad. Todd Stevens, you get to know him a bit through watching him in his interactions when he's streaming and everything. Especially like when it's the Todd and Ross show, you get to know both of them. But for the most part, like, they're just Magic players, you know, as far as like my understanding of who they are. And I think doing commentary, you get more of an opportunity to kind of show that personality. The only thing is, like, I really hope this isn't an indication that he's stepping away from playing. But I could understand if he is. Like, I imagine being a pro player gets wearing really quick. Like, for your life to professionally be Magic. Now, I would imagine that there's some flexibility allotted when you're a professional content creator, you know, as well. Like, Todd, you know, is on the Versus series with SCG and writes articles and everything. And I'm sure he gets some form of payment for all that. But yeah, I can imagine that just continuously grinding tournaments and trying to make your money off of tournament winnings and, you know, content creation gets a bit tiring. You know, like, I really enjoy muddling about with my artwork and, you know, drawing what I want to draw, when I want to draw, not being held down by deadlines and client requests and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of respect for professional artists, but goddamn, I don't think I could do that. I think I would lose my joy in it, you know? I imagine Magic is similar. I know I was talking to Vintage. At one point, he was in the shop for an event. And somebody had said to him about, you know, does he still play in Vintage and Legacy tournaments? He said no, he mostly does commentary because, you know, then he gets a guaranteed fee. And, you know, usually it's at least more than, like, the bottom tier of prize payout. So, you know, makes it a little more worth it. And it's guaranteed money as opposed to, you know, having to compete for it. So I can understand moving more to the commentary side of things. You know, nice, steady, stable income. But I don't know, it doesn't seem like if you're on the commentary team you can't play. Because, again, Matthias Hunt was just playing in whatever that SCG event was before GP Hartford. And I think Ryan Overturf was also in that tournament. I didn't see him on camera, though. So, I'm sure he can do both. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited about him doing commentary. I really enjoyed that super short-lived YouTube series he had, the Todd's Takes. I should go back and check his channel and see if he's added anything new, because YouTube's gotten weird about notifying me about shit. Apparently, YouTube's gotten weird about notifying everybody about shit. I know DeFranco's been making many comments on it. Doggy. Oh, that's a pretty doggy. Sorry, I'm still kind of spacey. So, yeah, apparently when you're in your mid-30s, growing a human is a lot harder than it was when I was in my mid-20s. Last Point Gaming family is going to get a little bit bigger this fall. And that's why recording's been so spotty between appointments and just feeling like crap and being a major space case because, like, yeah, I got baby brain fog going on and tired. Oh my god, yeah. So growing a human is exhausting, plus you gotta limit your caffeine intake. Like, this is kind of bullshit. I don't remember it being this much of a pain in the ass. So that's why recording schedule's been so completely spotty, is because just there have been a lot of days that I just haven't filled up to it. That, like, the entire cast would be like, oh god, I don't want to throw up. Oh man, there's not even anywhere to pull over here. Or there are other ones that, like I had mentioned, I did record and I got to the end and I'm like, I don't even know what I just talked about for the last half hour. Like, I have no clue. So. Dominaria pre-release this weekend. Boo is super stoked because it means two-headed giant, which means we can probably get Subway either before the event, after the event, or if we get a buy. I'm probably going to try to con her into going a little bit early and getting it before so we can go out after, but I don't know. The only kind of makes me a little bit sad part this time around, used to be Sundays were the day that the kiddos went out with husband and his mom and went on adventures with grandma. But you know, she's gotten busy with things, plus, I don't know, the kids are kids. And in the winter, it's, like, really hard to find things to take them to that aren't, like, insanely expensive. Like, there's one of those indoor trampoline places, and, well, husband hates going there in general, because, you know, him and his mom basically watch the kids jump. And it's hot, and it's loud, and it's insanely expensive to take them there. So, that may be part of why. But they haven't been doing stuff lately. Because normally what happens on pre-release weekend is Saturday, Boo and I go do the afternoon two-headed giant event, and then Sunday, while they're out with Grandma, I would go in and partner with, like, more often than not, it ended up... Sorry. Those lanes aren't wide enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you pass me because I was sorry. Anyway, more often than not, it ended up being Rockstar. A couple of times, actually, I think it was only once. I ended up pairing up with Old Timer. So it was nice to get to pair with somebody else. Though I'm not sure if Boss 2's gonna let me run the two-headed giants, in which case I don't pay to play because I handle all the judge stuff for him. And then we can probably do both events. We'll actually probably end up doing both either way. But I don't know. I may try letting her pair with, like, Rockstar, so she can kind of spread her little wings a little bit more. Also, like, Rockstar teaches music and everything. Like, he works with kids, so I think he may be better at encouraging her to take the wheel than I am. I've never really been a good teacher. But in any case, so that's really exciting. Dominaria doesn't look bad. It's not cons. But, yeah, that's not surprising. Actually looks pretty good, especially compared to recent sets. Well, the Ixalan block. I have a feeling that it is going to completely overshadow Ixalan. Still, like, rotation's going to happen, and Ixalan's never going to have its day in the sun. Wizards, looking like a fun build. There's going to be, like, essentially a standard Boggles version. Or standard version of Boggles. Or Bogles. I don't know. I don't care how you want to say it. I say Boggles. I also say it Rancor. I'm sorry, Emma. Sorry. Now, a couple weeks ago on Team Modern Super League, Emma Handy was going over card pronunciations that bug her, and yeah, I say all the cards the wrong way. And it's still a Taiga, not a Taiga. Just, I refuse to get over that one. But I like some of the nostalgia hits. Like, the Weatherlight is there. That's exciting. I don't think I saw a Gerald card. And that bugs me. But he is depicted in the art for Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. That piece of artwork is just all around fantastic. I would love like a poster size print of that. Oh, I should check on the Watsy Gear Shop website thing. I bet there is a poster size print of it somewhere. A lot of fan fucking tastic artwork in this set, which is really exciting. It is one of the things that I, get really into. And a lot of decent cards. The professor did his 5 cards that are top 5 modern cards from Dominaria. Dude, you're riding your bike in a 45-mile-an-hour zone, and you're like in the middle of the fucking road. Dude. So yeah, he had an honorable mention. So he had 6 cards that he felt were going to impact the modern format. I think he's optimistic. The Dampening Sphere, I think that's what it's called. The Screw You Tron card, I like it. I do. But I'm not sure it's efficient enough for modern. It's kind of like there was the argument that, oh yeah, Teamer Energy could be shut down by Solemnity. It was not fast enough. Solemnity, by the time you got it on the board, they were already building their case, and I don't think you were slowing them down enough to make it worth taking off your entire turn 4. And I'm not quite sure. Yep, Solemnity wasn't efficient enough to combat the deck it was trying to combat. I'm not sure Dampening Sphere is going to be efficient enough to combat things like Storm or Tron, because it does have 2 effects that should shake up the modern format. Because it has the anti-Tron effect that if land would tap for more than 1 mana, instead it taps for 1 colorless, 1 waste. And each spell you cast after the first cast costs an additional 1 for each spell you've cast. I think I'm thinking of the right card. God, I hope so. This is why I don't get preview cards. They would be a total waste on me. I'm sure there are many other reasons involved there. One of which being I have like 10 subscribers, and I may not have you guys anymore because it's been like 2 weeks since I put up a new episode. Yeah, I think you're going to see some experimentation with that being played in Modern. I don't know that it's really going to stick in the format, though. Time will tell. I felt underwhelmed by New Karn at first, but then on the Versus series this week, they did 2 days of Standard, I think, already. I think Monday and Tuesday were both Standard. Today was no ban list Modern. I don't remember what tomorrow is, and I think Friday's Brawl, which, by the way, yeah, not digging the Brawl format. In fact, with the Versus series, they've been including Brawl for, 3 weeks now, I think? And I never make it through those episodes. They're like an hour long and just boring as hell. And I can't even try to care about this format. Now, that being said, I'm not really a Commander player either. So maybe it's like the whole nature of Commander just doesn't appeal to me on some kind of subconscious level or some trash. But yeah, I have less than 0 interest in Brawl. It sounds like all of the expensive Standard with all the limitation of Commander. And I don't know. Just seems meh. Wow, there's a guy singing to himself as he's walking down the street. You go, dude. You go. Let's see here. What else? What else is exciting? Oh, so anyway, after watching the Versus videos where they're starting to use the cards from Dominaria, since the full spoiler's out, Karn's looking not too bad. Watch Todd Stevens and Brad Nelson actually make some big-ass constructs with him. Because, like, what? He makes a construct, the power and toughness is equal to either number of creatures in play or number of artifacts you have in play, something like that. So that looks interesting. I could see some utility there. As far as the professor was saying that Soul Sisters is going to run that card, I don't know. Soul Sisters seems to be completely dedicated to the life gain plan. Like, it doesn't have a lot of other shenanigans. It's mostly creatures that in some way gain you life, and lands, and ways to get creatures that in some way gain you life. Or, well, I mean, I guess they all trigger life gain off the Soul Sisters, but like, I remember saying at one point, why isn't Felindar Sovereign in there? Win the game at 40 life. Seems like Soul Sisters gets to 40 life pretty easy. It's, the card's just not efficient. I'm like, what? What? Or why isn't this card? It's not efficient. So I'm not sure Karn's going to be efficient enough for that deck because I don't know really how much it needs a card draw engine. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Soul Sisters would run Oketra's Monument. I think that would be pretty cool. Because most of the time it's mono white, right? But anyway, I guess nobody really cares about Soul Sisters anyway, because it's not even a tier 1 deck. I don't even think it qualifies as a tier 2 deck, honestly. Let's see here. What else we got in there? There's that new Goblin card, Sacrifice Goblin to make a red. Professor thinks that's gonna be a real big fucking deal about it. I don't know, we did at one of the recent Modern tournaments have a Goblins player, like, in a feature match. I don't remember what round it was. I don't remember if it was top 8 or what, but I remember watching feature match. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's playing Goblin Tribal and in a feature match. That's pretty cool. Oh! Yeah, and then there was Hoogland's owl costume while he was playing Owling Mine. So if you want to know the story behind why he was wearing the owl costume to the SCG event, head on over to MTGO Traders YouTube channel. And Taryn did an interview with Jeff Hoogland, and they discussed that. So I'm gonna try to push views over to, you know, them nice guys over at MTGO Traders because I adore them so much, and I'm not gonna tell you why he was wearing it. Instead, tell you to go watch their video. Yeah, they actually came out with a lot of great videos this week. Mostly Taryn. Because they have the interview with Jeff Hoogland. He did the set review for every color in Dominaria and just put up his pre-release primer for Dominaria today, which I'm excited to give a listen to. I haven't gotten a chance to yet. Man, it's been a long day. But, yeah. They put up some great content recently, but one of the things is this interview with Jeff Hoogland where he explains the whole owl costume at the event. What else I got? I was going to do the whole big spiel, because there was a Twitter thread that goes back to the whole women in the community thing. And I don't know, I rehearsed it a few times, like, you know, kind of tried to talk through it because I wanted to keep it kind of short because I have talked about it a lot. And it's like all the same points just being reiterated, geared at this specific situation again. And yeah, I've decided that if you want to hear my opinions on that stuff, go dig through the old episodes because it's on there a lot. What else we got? So talked to husband, and we got police activity. Oh, ambulance. Oh man, hope everybody's okay. Talked to husband. Looks like I am good to go to GPDC at the end of May if I still have a spot on that team. I'm gonna put my 4-ways on. Because, wow, this is a giant holy fucking mess. Oh. I was supposed to wait for you to wave. Whoops. Oh, there's somebody's front bumper. Alright then. Yeah. So, Tybalt was actually into the shop to play, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was chatting with him, and I was chatting like how I'm so tired of team events, because every time I'm like, ooh, there's an event close by, oh, it's team, I hear Todd Anderson in my head going, oh, you ain't got no friends. And he's like, wait, aren't you on our team for May? And I'm like, am I? Like, I remember talking about it, and you being like, I don't know. And he's like, yeah, no, you're on the team. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I'm kind of excited about it, because this will be my first GP ever. I don't think I'm gonna day 2, but I don't know, maybe my team's that good. Oh, we did have, 3 of my good pals, day 2 GP Hartford, which was super exciting. The captain, Mulan, and dealer were all at GP Hartford, and they all made day 2. And Mulan finished just outside of the top 200, but the captain and dealer both finished inside of the top 200. So I think dealer was actually in the top 100, which is pretty impressive when you remember it's like an 1,800 person event. So yeah, I'm like pretty fucking excited. They done good. But yeah, I'm excited to go check out my first GP, and maybe possibly my only GP. Probably my only GP. I'm not over how much money you want me to give you. They want me to give them to play in their main event and get a goddamn playmat. Like, especially as somebody who doesn't generally have much, if any, hope of making prize payout. Because that is one of the arguments I've heard, is the prize payout for GPs is much more than the prize payout for opens. Well, again, I don't give a shit, because I don't make the cut. I care about what my entry fee gets me, not considering prizes or anything else. But, yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. Team sealed. Not terribly excited about the format, but I don't know. Maybe Dominaria sealed will be cool. Rivals and Ixalan sealed were kind of... Rivals was better than Ixalan, but neither of them were good. So I'm hoping Dominaria is a bit better. But all that said, I'm pulling into the driveway now. So, puppy doggy, my puppy doggy. As always, if you made it this far with me, thank you very much for listening, especially after, I was gone for so long. I'm going to try to get more consistent, but as always, hopefully I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.